Hello and welcome into my space today. Thank you for joining me. I have a message for those of you that are here today that may clarify some things. I know for me, it rang a bit of a bell. I have been receiving a message for a long time about the balancing of the self, the masculine, the feminine, and the birthing of this new child, the new frequency. And I was up fairly early this morning again, and as I sat, I like to sit and kind of think about things. I was brought kind of a profound realization, and we're in the energy of the full moon here right now, so I'm not surprised. I have been hearing from the dark feminine for quite some time now, and I put out a couple of channelings yesterday that they brought to me. And Jesus came this morning, the Christ consciousness, Yeshua, whatever you want to call him, it doesn't matter. It is that Christ consciousness, that golden energy that wanted to step forward. And he brought to me kind of a coming together of that, an explanation, an understanding, if you will. And I have spoken about birthing this new child, that we have this within us, they have said all along. And when I come on here and do these readings, I don't know what's going to come out of my mouth because I'm in spirit a lot, and they just bring it into me, and I am claircognizant, so things just come through me without me even knowing. Sometimes I just say things. I don't even know what I'm saying there, profound things or things that I have to listen back to because I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. So what he brought to me this morning is, it talks about within the book being reborn. This is what they have been bringing to me over the last little while. That new frequency, that new child, that new frequency is the rebirth, reborn. And if you've ever witnessed anyone that has accepted that Christ is the way, the truth, and the light, and they are forgiven, okay? They feel that they are forgiven. Their sins are forgiven, okay? And they come out of that as feeling reborn. The reason they come out of that feeling reborn is because they have accepted all of themselves, which is what we have been asked to do for a very long time, is to forgive ourselves, accept ourselves, and love ourselves as we are. We are not being asked to do, and I think people misunderstand, we are not being asked to use those things that we don't like about ourselves in an unproductive way. We are being asked to accept those parts of ourselves, to forgive those parts of ourselves, whatever it is that we feel that we need to do. If we have used those parts of ourselves in a way that has hurt anyone else or hurt ourselves, we are being asked to forgive that of ourselves. That this is an inside job. And when we do that, when that balance comes together of that light and that dark, the masculine and the feminine energies, that child is birthed within us. And that is the rebirth, being reborn. Okay? It is an energy of forgiveness, of loving ourselves within the totality of the self, the wholeness, of accepting that sometimes things happen and we can forgive ourselves for that, and it's a do-over, it's starting over, it's finding a new start line. And that is what the rebirth, reborn, the phoenix from the ashes talks about. And it's interesting because we're coming into that season of the Phoenix right now as we move into Scorpio season, which is depicted as death as the Phoenix. Right now we are in Libra season, which is all about the balance. And they have been bringing that balance of the masculine and the feminine. But what they are talking about, that rebirth, that excitement, that newness, that opportunity to do things over again, that is the new frequency. That is the new child. That is the born again. And people talk about being born again all the time. And it's a very simple explanation. It is because you have forgiven yourself. You've been touched by love. You have opened your heart. You have unburdened yourself of all that has been pulling you down. You have blended all those energies together now. You have accepted it and said, okay. Right? I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. Thank you. Ho'oponopono. And this is what they brought to me today, is a rebirth, a born again. And this has absolutely nothing to do with religion. Although the theme of it is the truth of it, being born again. And it has to do with forgiveness and acceptance and love. But it is not about the forgiveness of others. It is about the forgiveness within the self. So it is about the forgiveness of others as well, because we are all things. I am you and you are me. But it begins in the beginning. It is about the forgiveness of self. Loving the self. Realizing that we are on a journey here, and that we are going to put all of ourselves together and do the best that we can do. We are going to shine our light. That is what being born again is. It is the spark. It is, as I talked about in my reading yesterday, it is about being able to move that light down into that seed. Okay? Seeing the truth that sits at the center of that seed, that birthing. That is the born again. When you are birthing that new frequency, that new child, that new beginning. It is a new beginning. A fresh start. That is what they wanted me to come on and talk to you guys about today. The born again that is used in different cultures. And it is not wrong. It is definitely the way. However, it is all about forgiveness, acceptance, and love of the self. That we are born again. We are washed clean. We have an opportunity to begin again. And this is a process that we can have over and over again within our lifetime, as we forgive ourselves, as we accept ourselves, and as we have that forgiveness energy around us, that love, that unconditional love. And that's what unconditional love is. Unconditional love is to love through whatever is happening, in the understanding that not everyone sees from your perspective. Nobody is out to get you. That is a perspective that you have taken on. That is an unworthiness if you feel someone is out to get you. You feel unworthy, so you think, oh, they're out to get me. Right? It is something that has been taught to you, a belief system. And what they are saying is to let go, to forgive, to accept, to go within yourself and allow yourself to be washed clean, which is what Jesus did. He showed us the truth of ourselves. He showed us what lie within us as he walked. And that was the purpose of his walk. The purpose of his walk was not for us to idolize him. The purpose of his walk was to see ourselves, our own essence, to be born again, to know that we are not held back by the things that we have done, or what we think we are, or that we think we're not good enough, or that because something happened that we cannot start again. Every day that we wake up is a rebirth. It's an opportunity. Every morning we are reborn as we wake up from dream time. And we have an opportunity to create from that. We make choices every day. So today when you wake up, forgive yourself, accept yourself, love yourself, and allow that child within you, that born again, that wide-eyed wonderment that you see people when they are touched or what they feel are saved, what they are, because that comes from within. Thank you for joining me here. That is the message for today. I really do hope it makes sense. It makes sense in my head. That with the masculine and feminine, we are the balanced self, and we are birthing a new energy, which is being born again, a new opportunity. Okay, beautiful souls. Until next time, please remember to always let love be your guide, and remember that I love you.